Right now at noon, a Neosho County, Kansas attorney pleads guilty in court to a pair of misdemeanor charges.
And we've got rain chances later on this evening in the forecast. We'll talk more about that coming up.
Plus, we'll meet a bicyclist traveling 700 miles to raise awareness about the dangers of fentanyl.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Well, the former Neosho County, Kansas attorney Linus Thustin gets a jail sentence after pleading guilty yesterday to criminal charges. This is KOAM News at noon. I'm Elise Noe. Thustin pleaded guilty to misuse of public funds and a sales tax violation, both misdemeanors. The misuse of public funds charge requires forfeiture of office. Now, Thustin resigned from his position on August 13th. The judge in the case sentenced Thustin to 120 days in jail with a possibility for parole after 30 days. He must also pay a $2,500 fine and more than $600 in restitution. Well, a new abuse law is filed against Circle of Hope. It includes the youngest victim to take legal action against the Christian boarding school near Humansville, Missouri. The lawsuit states that from 2019 to 2020, the 13-year-old suffered extreme physical and sexual abuse. She reports being restrained, beaten, forced to stand facing a wall, reading the Bible, and not speaking or moving for days on end. A therapist and fellow survivor talked about the strength it takes to come forward.
There's power in that, and the more of us who stand behind her and stand with her, it's going to be a little easier to heal, but she's got a long road ahead of her.
The criminal trial against school co-founder Stephanie Householder starts next month. Another founder, Boyd Householder, died earlier this summer of a heart attack. Now let's check in with meteorologist Lindsay Gaffney for a look at the forecast.
Well, taking a look downtown Pittsburgh, mostly clear skies out there. We're looking pretty good for the day today. Current temperatures out in Joplin right now about 86 degrees, so it's pretty warm. We're seeing a warm up to upper 80s, low 90s for our high today, which is definitely above average for this time of year. Usually we're seeing temperatures in the mid to upper 80s, so we're just slightly above average. But we do have rain chances in the forecast. A weak cold front, you can see it's already setting up, moving through Omaha, moving into our area later on this evening. Again, it's a very weak front, so we're not expecting any type of severe threat. We might get a few showers starting after about 9 p.m., continuing to the overnight hours, and then we see another spike in the early morning hours on Friday. I'll have more details coming up.
All right, Lindsay, thanks. Well, a Joplin police officer driving on West 7th Street alerted the Joplin Fire Department of a structure fire as the officer could see flames near 4th and Adele Avenue. By the time the truck showed up on scene, heavy flames could be seen coming out of the front of the building. The small commercial building had been burning for a while. The roof had collapsed, revealing the building to be a total loss. No one was inside and no firefighters were injured battling the blaze. It's unknown what business, if any, occupied the space. Now, the former tenant, whose sign is out front, moved 2 months ago to East 20th Street. The fire is under investigation. Well, construction on the Block 22 area of Pittsburgh is tearing into some business owners' funds. Some say they had to take on additional jobs because customers are no longer coming by due to the distractions. A Pitt State spokesperson says there is also falling cement due to the age of the building. She also says the safety of the students and community comes first.
Has affected our sales a lot. We were down quite a bit last month from our sales than the previous 2 years. So we do know that people are just hesitant to come in, but
some owners say this is the wrong time for construction because this is a potentially big time for their revenues. Well, a Missouri woman is cycling more than 700 miles to raise awareness for overdose prevention after she lost her brother to fentanyl poisoning. KOAM's Melissa Alexis spoke with Jeanette Krupp about her moving journey.
It destroys your family. You're sad, you're upset.
Jeanette Krupp's brother, Carl, was traveling home on a Greyhound bus from Amarillo, Texas to Owensville, Missouri. when he tragically passed away from a fentanyl overdose.
I decided to switch my route that I have usually done to starting in Amarillo, and it's called Carl's Last Ride, because I'm bringing him back home to where he was planning to go but never made it.
Along her ride, which included a stop in Joplin, she's giving Narcan to gas stations, stores, restaurants, and educating people on how to use it. She says if Narcan was on the bus her brother was on, he may still be alive today.
There's a lot of overdoses or fentanyl poisonings happening at gas stations, so I'm handing out Narcan anywhere that I can, even people on the street that are just walking. I talk to them, we share stories, everyone has a story.
According to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, more than 100,000 people died from a drug overdose in 2022 in the United States. She hopes to help remove the stigma surrounding addiction that could prevent someone from reaching out.
The stigma is the main problem. There's still, so many people that don't even want to talk about it, to act like it's not happening. The embarrassment, and we have to get past that. So in order for us to ever fix this, we're going to have to get past that.
You are not alone. That's the message she wants families to hear while she raises awareness to prevent more tragedies. Reporting in Joplin, Melissa Alexis, KOAM News.
Now, so far, she cycled 500 miles of the 700 total miles. Well, coming up, creating connections. We'll meet the Joplin teen who started his own art club to teach others about his passion. And later, we're making barbecue chip chicken in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. Well, art is a way for you to express yourself. However, one Joplin teen hopes to also use it to help bring people together. KOAM's Samantha Walker met with the young creator of a monthly art club that's drawing in kids of all ages.
It really has a way for great ideas to hold place, and you can express them on just a blank page.
While he may be just 13 years old, Drake May says he has loved art for years, something he learned from his dad.
I've loved doing art my whole life, so I've always wanted to bring it out there and make it public so that way people can get together and share their ideas and have fun with each other.
Drake decided to use his passion for art to create Art Club, a monthly meetup for kids of any ages. The club is typically free to attend, and Drake acts as an instructor, helping demonstrate different projects and techniques.
Art can be a thing for all ages. It never gets boring. It never just stops. Your ideas just keep going, and you can express it all.
Drake's mother, Tasha, helps him run the club. It makes her emotional to see her son in the club setting, sharing his passion with others.
They're excited to run up and show the class their art. So it's super exciting to see that Drake has created the confidence in these kids to get up there and show off their stuff, because he's also a kid up there, speaking to them and showing off his art skills.
The club has quickly grown in popularity, now drawing in dozens of kids for every meeting. And it seems as though Drake's passion for art is rubbing off on some of the younger participants.
I just like that I get to just explore my creativity with a pencil and paper.
I have made a lot of people discover what they can do in art, and they have started to like it a lot more.
And with help from Drake, young artists feel as though they're improving with every class.
Thank you. I was very bad drawing, but I've gotten a lot better.
Reporting in Joplin, Samantha Walker, KOAM News.
Now, the art club meets the first Wednesday of every month at the Joplin Public Library. You can learn more on our website. Of course, that's KOAMnewsnow.com. Well, Joplin Art Fest has a brand new feature for this year's festival, Art Fest Junior. Kids in kindergarten through 12th grade are invited to display and sell their original artwork during the festival, which takes place the 20th and 21st of this month at the Cornell Complex.
We've already have some little knitters and ceramists, people, youth making those types of things that have signed up. So we're excited to see what kind of imagination is in our next level of artists here in the area.
You can head over to KOAMnewsnow.com for more information on the Joplin Junior Art Fest. Now, registration is free, but space is limited. Well, a unique art show at the Joplin Public Library brings attention to eating disorders. The showcase, titled Reflections of Hunger, highlights the talents and experiences of 4-staters who struggled with body image or eating disorders. The exhibit is free to the public and it'll be on display today through October 24th. Well, still to come on KOAM News at noon, Mr. Food.
If every time you make chicken breast you think to yourself, they can put a man on the moon, so how come I can't make chicken that's not dry and boring? Well, we're here.
And we've got a cool down this weekend following the cold front. I'll have those details right after this. Well, today it's going to be warm, but overall pretty nice. Let's go ahead and take a look outside downtown Pittsburgh. We're going to see clear skies, looking really great out there. Now, couple of clouds, but overall, like I said, nice day. Temperatures are getting up to upper 80s, low 90s for our high today, so slightly above average. But when we're looking out past Kansas City, just outside of Kansas, you can see those clouds and a few showers starting to fire up along that boundary. It is a weak cold front that is moving across the Midwest, moving into our area later on tonight. So our highs today up to low 90s, 91 out in Joplin, 90 in Pittsburgh, 92 in Parsons, Independence, Sedan. Still a little bit cooler out in Bella Vista, 88, Cassville, 88, not so bad. But temperatures are going to drop after that front passes. Fortunately, not tonight. The boundary moving through in the overnight hours, not moving through in time to drop these overnight lows even colder than this, but about 69 out in Joplin, 70 in Pittsburgh and Fort Scott, 71 in Sedan, 64 out in Cassville and Monette. But our highs tomorrow is where we're really starting to see the effects of the frontal boundary. So we're seeing about 84 as a max high in Joplin and Pittsburgh, 85 in Parsons, 87 in Awada, but 82 in Iola, Stockton, 83. And then our overnight lows tomorrow night down to mid to lower 50s. So we're definitely seeing that drop in temperatures after the front passes. And we're expecting that front around 9 p.m. and then continuing to the overnight hours, spiking again about 8 a.m. So we're seeing isolated showers. A lot of us may not even see any rain at all, but if you do, it's not going to be a severe threat. So we're starting to see about 9 p.m. that you can see that boundary moving in, winds out of the south-southeast, and then behind the boundary, winds out of the north. And along that boundary as well, those showers are starting to fire up. As it moves in, Yates Center, this is right about 9 p.m., might see an isolated thunderstorm as it does pass, but really we're mostly seeing those isolated showers continuing for the rest of the overnight period. Mostly on the Kansas side, you can see isolated showers popping up, Parsons, Yates Center, then moving south into Independence, Coffeyville, dissipating, but you can see another line of showers starts to fire up behind that initial boundary. So then those showers are going to be moving into the area. This is where we're seeing that secondary spike around 8 a.m. moving into our central counties and our eastern counties and then moving south. So Joplin, Pittsburgh, that's where we're really going to see the chances for us to get some rain about 8 a.m. in the morning. And then those showers continue until about noon before completely clearing out. And like I said, temperatures remain relatively low for our high tomorrow. Now we're also expecting a drop in temperatures continuing for the weekend. Saturday, high of about 79, maybe 80 degrees, same on Sunday. And then those overnight lows down to the mid to lower 50s. So it's definitely a lot cooler. Monday through next week, though, we do see another warm up, unfortunately, slightly above average, but not at all what we've seen in the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, but hey, the weekend looks great. Like, it looks absolutely amazing.
I am thrilled to see those temperatures. I'm so ready for fall.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Absolutely. All right, thanks, Lindsay. We'll stick around. We're making barbecue chip chicken in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. We'll be right back. Well, Howard is showing us how to make barbecue chip chicken in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Today, I say we stand up and put a stop to boring baked chicken. I mean, enough is enough. So let me introduce you to a dish that's moist, packed with flavor, and it's ready in no time. I know, it sounds too good to be true, but it's not. We start by mixing some ranch dressing, garlic powder, and a touch of cayenne pepper in a shallow dish, and we set it aside. For the breading, we simply crush up some barbecue flavored potato chips. This is also a great way to use up those chips that are crushed in the bottom of the bag. Now, we dip a few chicken breasts into the dressing and then into the crushed chips. Make sure you pat each one gently so the breading really sticks. Once they're coated, onto a baking sheet they go, and we'll bake them off until no pink remains. What we end up with is a tasty spin on fried chicken with a smoky barbecue flavor. The best part is that it's as crunchy on the outside as it is juicy on the inside. You could even serve a little ranch dressing on the side for dipping. To get the recipe for our barbecue chip chicken, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a chip and dip way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
You can find this recipe along with a lot more good food from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen online. Just go to our website, that's KOAMnewsnow.com. Now here's a look at the 4-state market prices.
Well, we've got some isolated showers tonight, dropping temperatures from a high of 91 tonight to a high of 84 on Friday. And for the weekend, highs in the low 80s, upper 70s, and overnight lows down in the mid to lower 50s. The storms tonight, we're not expecting a severe threat. Might not even see much rain. It's going to be very isolated showers. But other than that, mostly clear for the rest of the forecast period.
I know, which is always nice. It's going to be a little bit hot, but the weekend, the weekend is
looking
great.
forward to it.
Yes. Well, coming up tonight at 5. It may be hard to believe, especially with these hotter temperatures, but millions of Americans are already buying gifts and looking for deals for Christmas. We'll take a look at how consumers are trying to combat inflation, as well as some holiday deals from retailers. Plus, COVID on campus, how Pitt State University is dealing with an increase of COVID cases as students return to campus. And McDonald County students take on food service and entrepreneurship as they start new partnerships and offer new menu items at a student-run coffee shop. You can join us for those stories and more on KOAM News at 5. And that's the news for now. Thank you for joining us on KOAM News at noon. Have a great rest of your day.